What's up, my friends? Before I share something with you, let me grab some snacks. Yeah. Eh, well, yeah. Oh, hey, my God, what's up? Aha, hey. Interesting source. How are you doing today? You see, good vibes creature. Today we have an extremely good vibes compilation of videos that we shall be going through, all with the intentions of making sure all earthlings are united, living in peace and harmony, forgiving towards one another, and everyone is impacted by supernatural love. Now, my friend, before we dive in, let me share with you that something I want to share with you first. You see, this one I believe is of great interest before we start our show. Uh-huh. And what I'm sharing with you, my friends, is from the book of wisdom, coming from Romans 14 from 5 going down. And it says, one man considers one day more sacred than other. Another man considers every day alike. Each one should be fully convinced in his own mind. He who regards one day as special does so to the Lord. He who eats meat eats to the Lord, for he gives thanks to God, and he who abstains does so to the Lord, and give thanks to God. For none of us lives to himself alone. None live. We live to the Lord. And if we die to the Lord. So whether we live or die, we belong to the Lord. Wonderful source. That's quite interesting. Let's give thanks to our Creator before we start the show. Thank you, dear Lord Father, for this wonderful child of viewers, the viewer that have joined us today. All glory and love, Father, belong unto you. King of Kings, Father, as we react to this video together with your child here, may you please guide us all through till the end. May your Spirit, Father, be our guiding light. And may your blessings, Father, extend and reach the life of your wonderful child here, today's viewer, Father. And as you do so, Father, we shall be grateful and honor your name, Father. In your holy name, Jesus, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Interesting source. Let's dive in, by the way. Good vibes to the end.
Okay, so we all know about the CIA document saying that the universe is a black and white hole system stuck together to create a singularity. Don't believe me? It says CIA.gov right there. You can actually Google this document. Basically, this is what the CIA document was trying to describe to people. And here's something really creepy. This is actually in New York, where I live, and there's a hospital where they have this. One second. So this is Bellevue Hospital in New York City. I used to work here when I was in healthcare. And I always thought this sculpture was really creepy. Not only does it look like an eye, like the eye of Sauron, but do you see what I'm talking about? The CIA white hole and black hole system, in which there's like a mirror effect or like a holographic universe. And in the center is the singularity, which is the eye. You see, New York City is reflected. It's like a black and white hole system. And the creepiest part is all of this together looks like the all-seeing eye. It literally looks like the eye of Sauron. And you know what they say? A lot of spiritual people say that hospitals and concert halls are huge energy siphoning areas. So in the spiritual community, although this is not mainstream, there is a thing called the Phantom Matrix. Essentially, the Phantom Matrix is a mirror, a holographic matrix that is plugged into our system. And it siphons the energy from our system to create reality in their system. That's why it's called Phantom. It's false. The Phantom Matrix was created by the fallen angelic extraterrestrial groups. Again, don't let the word fallen angelic scare you. They are not that powerful. They are extraterrestrials. These extraterrestrials include the Anunnaki and the Draco Reptilians and some Pleiadians and other races. They are a degressed race. They can no longer generate their own energy, so they energy vampire off of others. And they have come into our universe. But essentially, if you see the symbolism and the similarities of the artwork, like this is just straight in your face. And the fact that the CIA and the FBI are now releasing declassified documents, I mean, come on. And don't come at me with the whole, oh, it's a psyop. Think of it this way. What if it was real, but they know that you're going to think it's a psyop, so you actually don't think it's real? It's like a double-edged sword. What if there was some truth in what they were saying? You know, obviously take everything with a grain of salt, but sometimes you have to realize that, wait a minute, there are too many similarities, too many coincidences for this not to be real. I mean, this is literally in modern day physics and astronomy. It says magnetic field feeds a supermassive black hole. This kind of ties into the white and black hole system that the CIA government document was talking about. Truth is often stranger than fiction.
Look at this Homer Simpson statue found in Egypt. Oh man, do you remember the Marge Simpson's coffin we saw here in another episode the other day? Today, my friends, they found this statue, which is quite crazy, considering it's from ancient Egypt. Did those guys they also had Simpsons? Or Simpsons were real characters in their lives? You please tell us, my friend, in the comment section. You see? And back there, this mermaid was recorded in Taiwan. What is an alleged mermaid? And take a closer look at it, my friends. What do you think this could be? An overgrown type of fish species that we don't know about? Or truly, it could be mermaids? You please, my friend, be the judge and give your thoughts. All these videos are for entertainment purposes, but some of them are quite mysterious. You see, from this side of the world, there were mythical stories about some creatures like this that used to exist in the river. Oh, and they were called Wamboi Waroe. Wamboi is a female name, you see. Waroe means of the river. Now these ones, I'm surprised they live in the oceans, you see, and the big water bodies. It's quite surprising, my friends. You wonderful soul watching. From where you come from, do you have even stories or myths about these creatures having ever existed? Please tell us in the comment section.
This is a photo of the largest recorded explosion in human history, and it happened 2 years ago in the South Pacific Ocean. See, this underwater volcanic eruption, which happened in January of 2022, is still impacting weather forecasts today. So let's start by taking a trip to the Tongan Islands. They are a beautiful, volcanic, remote island chain in the South Pacific. Right here. They sit along the Ring of Fire, which is where Earth's crust is subducting, and they actually sit next to Horizon Deep, which is one of the deepest spots on Earth. But we're here to talk about explosions. This volcanic eruption happened underwater, and so the force of the explosion sent vaporized water really high in Earth's atmosphere. When I say really high, I mean higher than the clouds, higher than weather. When I say really high, I mean millions of gallons of water vapor were sent into the stratosphere. Water vapor is a greenhouse gas. It absorbs long-wave radiation. This eruption warmed Earth. Now, over time, the water vapor is starting to settle out of the stratosphere and into the troposphere. But the reason why this is interesting is that our weather prediction models only model the troposphere. This eruption messed up our prediction of weather because we don't usually have water vapor up here. The temporary warming effects due to this water vapor alone are starting to slow, but it's still such an incredible example of how the Earth, ocean, climate system, one big crazy machine.
That's the fucking sun. I'm telling you right now, that's the fucking sun. And here, what? This is why. The only fucking difference is it's still daylight when the sun is going down. What the fuck? Y'all, I'm telling you right now, and this is proof right here. This is the sunset, right? And this is also the sunset. Look at it, fucking similar, right? And one more thing, is that a face on the top right? Do you all see that in the top right? Does that look like a face facing down on the sun or the moon, whatever you fucking call it these days? I don't even know. Can y'all make out? I mean, can y'all look? That's a, oh my god, that's a face. Dude, that's clearly a face. I didn't see that when I was, whoa. Whoa, what's behind it? What is that? Yo, okay, dude, so what's going on? Bro, what the fuck? First it's just, it looks like a sun. That face looks like it's looking at the sun, and then something's behind it. It looked like a snake. Oh my gosh. Y'all see that? Dude, what is going on? Is it me? It's me. It has to be me. There's so much going on right now. Look at that. That lunar eclipse just turned into a hexagon. Oh my god, bro. Look at that. That's the sun. Dude, what's behind the fucking thing? That's what I'm tripping on. Is that someone walking? Do y'all see that? Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Please tell me I was the only one that saw that, because, dude, it looks like someone's walking up there. Doesn't it? Now I just don't know what the fuck is happening. It's like I see things like around that fucking thing. It's like, what is that? What is around the fucking moon or sun? Look at the face! Bro, what is going on? I'm done. Alright, y'all, leave a comment down below what you guys think. That's crazy. I'll keep playing it for y'all so you guys can watch it, but I need a drink. Later.
Alright, so I'm going to show y'all the craziest stuff about numbers you probably never heard. Each number has a code and a pattern. The pattern is the code. We're going to start off at 1. Oh, and each number has a partner. 1 is paired with 8. I'm going to show you how. You'll see. But 2 goes with 7, 3 go with 6, 4 and 5 go together. So the code for 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's repeated forever. Because as you can see, it goes 10, 11, 12, 13, 10 is 1, 11 is 2, 12 is 3, 13 is 4. So it's still just counting up 1, 2, 3, 4 when you get it to the single root of the number. All right, now let's check out 2's code. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 10 is 1, 12 is 3, 14 is 5, 16 is 7, 18 is 9. So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And it's repeated forever. So when you get to number 3, things get a little different. So in the number 1 and 2, you hit all 9 digits when you keep adding on with that number. The number 3 only goes 3, 6, 9, and that pattern is repeated forever. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3, 1 plus 5 equals 6, 1 plus 8 equals 9. 21, 24, 27, 3, 6, 9. 30, 33, 36, 3, 6, 9. And you've heard of this as being 3, 6, 9, key to the universe. Now when you get to the number 4, it takes a funky pattern. 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9. 4, 8, 12. 12 is 3, 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 20 is 2, 6, 1, 5, 9. And this goes on forever. The next number is 40. Then it's 44, which is 8. 48, which is 12, which is 3. 52, which is 7. 56, which is 11, which is 2. 60, which is 6. 64, which is 10, which is 1. 68, which is 5. The 6 plus 8 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 72, which is 9. That's the same pattern as it started with. Now let's check out the code to 5. The code to 4 was 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9. All right, so now let's check out the code to 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 5, 1, 10 is 1, 15 is 6, 20 is 2, 25 is 7, 30 is 3, 35 is 8, 40 is 4, 45 is 9. Then it starts over 50, which is 5, which that's the number we started with. And you'll see that it goes 5, 1, 55 is 10, which is 1, 60, which is 6, 65, which is 11, which is 2, 70, 7, 75, which is 3, because 75 is 12, which is 1 plus 2 is 3, 8, 4, 9. Now when we get to 6, you see it goes 6, 12, 18. 6, 12 is 3, 18 is 9, 6, 3, 9. Now we remember 3 was 3, 6, 9, 6 is 6, 3, 9, 24, 30, 36, 2 and 4 is 6, 30 is 3, 36 is 9. All right, now let's look at 7. Remember I told you each number got a pair. 7 is paired with 2. 2 counted up by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then it counts up from odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and that's repeated. Now watch what 7 does. 7, 14, which is 5, 21, which is 3, 28, which is 10, which is 1, 35, which is 8, 6, which is 42, which is 6, 49, which is 4, because 4 plus 9 is 13, 1 plus 3 equals 4, 56 is 11, which is 2, and then 63, which is 9. That's the whole cipher. Then it continues. 70, which is 7, 5, 77 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, 84 is 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, 91, 1 plus 9 is 10, 98, 9 plus 8 is 8, 105 is 6, 112 is 4, 119 is 2, 126 is 9. So the code to 7 is 753186429. As you can see, it's counting down by 2. 753186429. Now I know you're probably thinking like, man, so if 1 is paired with 8, that would mean that 8 is going to have to be the reverse of 1, because 1 is just counting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how is 8 going to just count down? Let's see. 8, 16, which is 7, 24, which is 6, 32, which is 5, 40, which is 4, 48, which is 12, which is 3, 56, which is 11, which is 2, 64, which is 10, which is 1, 72, which is 9. And it continues. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 9. And that's why 8 is infinity. And then every number has a pair except 9. And you see every cipher ends with 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 6, 9. 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9. 5, 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9. 6, 3, 9. 7, 5, 3, 1, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9. Then, of course, 8 is counting down from 8, which is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. It still ends in 9. So if 9 has no number attached to it, will it end in 9? Well, we know it starts in 9 because it's 9. 9 plus 18, 9. 27, 9. 36, 9. 45, 9. 54, 9. 63, 9. 72, 9. 81, 9. 90, then 99. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 8, 9. 108, 9. 117, 9. 126, 9. It's forever. 9 forever. This numerical system is so perfect, and it just proves that you're always supposed to simplify every number to a single digit, because it proves a certain pattern that God shows. And I'm gonna have to do another video because this is already like over 7 minutes long, but I'm gonna show y'all how the Fibonacci sequence makes everything in the physical nature, and it doesn't use the numbers 3, 6, 9, because those are the spiritual numbers. But we'll get to that in another video.
You're going to start to see the downfall of many celebrities. Diddy being one of them, that's going to take down a bunch of others, especially one that he's friends with. That name starts with a J, allegedly. But why now with all the exposing? It's not just celebrities getting exposed anymore. It's world leaders. It's very important people. This is because the human collective, we are slowly but surely starting to manifest the truth frequency. See, there is a pole or a scale that is imbalanced right now. Sometimes we are polarized to Antichrist consciousness, which, if you are unsure what Antichrist consciousness is, it's the consciousness against the idea that we are all a part of the same energy. We all come from God. We should all respect each other. Antichrist consciousness teaches division, hierarchy, and what they call evil. We're going from Antichrist consciousness to Christ consciousness, which is the exact opposite, which is treat others how you want to be treated. Love thyself, love thy neighbor, all of these teachings. And because we as human beings are such powerful manifestors, because our energy is directly tied to the magnetic fields or the energetic grids of planet Earth, we change the frequency of this planet, and sooner or later, the truth is going to be exposed because we're trying to manifest good. We're trying to manifest the truth. The people who do evil, the people who do Antichrist consciousness things, they can't hide anymore. The veil is almost like being ripped off. Even if you're not spiritually awakened, you'll start to look at certain celebrities or certain politicians and be like, there's something wrong with you. I don't think you looked like that before. You had a different energy before, or was I just always blind? If you look at the world stage now, a lot of these people that used to be in power, that operated through the Antichrist consciousness, they are scrambling, they're panicking, they're trying to create more division. But the silver lining is that majority of humans, I would hope, and I'm seeing this pattern, are now too smart, and we recognize the patterns. If you're unaware, a lot of the people who are in control, they are narcissistic. And what do narcissists suck at? Creativity. They repeat the same things over and over again in hopes for a different outcome. That is the definition of insanity. And because we are not like them, and we have creativity, we have now recognized their patterns. Now everything is being exposed, and I think the next 50 years to come is going to be a wild ride for humanity.
Look at this UFO. It was allegedly seen in some place there called Italy. You see? Let's see what this one can do. Oh, okay. Everything seems normal at first. You see? Everything is going on okay. Until you take a closer look at the waters. And there's something above there, hovering above the water. What could that be? Oh, maybe a big military drone or something like that. What are these things? Or is some movie prop, that one? It's hard to fathom. Yeah, man, that thing looks huge. Look at its size compared to the tree down there. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Huh? Yeah, good people of Earth, do you believe there could be creatures, unknown creatures in these things? Huh?
So how come the dragons don't fly over the ice wall into Middle Earth where we live? So I asked the guy who said he's flown to New Tartaria multiple times this exact question, and what he told me is the dragons don't like to live over on Earth anymore because we used to kill a bunch of them, and they especially don't want to come back now because of the 4G and 5G radiation, which apparently is the same reason why all the other people.
So we now know what was wrapped up in the rug found buried in Katie Santry's backyard, and oh my goodness, do I have a lot of thoughts. If you haven't been following the Katie Santry backyard rug lore, here is a brief synopsis. This woman, Katie, and her husband were digging a hole in their backyard to build something, I guess, and they came across a rug that was super tightly wrapped up. She started posting about it, saying that her house was haunted, and then the police showed up with forensic dogs. And the dogs were sniffing that rug like crazy, which made people believe that there might be a body in there, which is quite literally the plot of Pretty Little Liars, but we'll move on. So anyway, today we got an update and got to find out what was wrapped in that rug. And it turns out it was not a body, it was some rubber, but people are still not convinced this isn't a crime scene. Why would someone roll up a carpet and bury it? I simply cannot accept this answer. Theory, the rug is evidence and the body is somewhere else.
Listen to what Bashar has to say in this video clip.
To take responsibility for what we are about to say, be sure the answer is yes.
Yes.
All right. This is what we are allowed to say. The female will lead to open contact. The male will lead to the termination of the United States and World War III.
Now you guys know my stance on channeling. I say channeling, you have to be very careful. You have no idea what entity is coming through you. Can you trust the entity? Is it a trickster energy? However, if we were to hypothetically take what Bashar said as the truth, did you or did you not hear him say, if we choose the woman as the presidential candidate, we will have open contact? Wasn't there like a large UFO conference that happened like a year or two ago? And people talking about UFOs more, spirituality being like a huge popular thing now, and people are more open to the idea of the existence of aliens. Some of you call them fallen angelics, which is fine. It just means, you know, they're not human. Well, the thing is, these aliens, UFOs, fallen angelics, they have been here for eons, since the start of planet Earth or the Garden of Eden. They have tampered with human genetics for as long as the whole time that they were here, basically. But I want you to think of this. Any truly loving, kind, and principled alien wouldn't have open contact with us because they know it would incite fear. And you have to think about the intention behind it. Why are they approaching us? What intention do they have? What do they want from this? Sure, they could try and help us, but seeing how everything has played out all throughout human history, these aliens are likely here to present themselves as our saviors, as our creator gods, like the whole Anunnaki lore. But what is essentially going to happen is that they're going to incite control. Now, because of how the world events are playing out, I am quite cynical, I'm going to admit. There could be a chance that they're actually here to help us. But the moral of the story is, truth is stranger than fiction. And the US government has been talking about UFOs and releasing CIA and FBI documents about UFOs and aliens for years now. I'm just more excited to see the world events that are going to unfold and how many people are going to be shocked when they see that spirituality is the truth. Aliens, sci-fi is the truth, and truth is often stranger than fiction.
Look at this. Oh, this one even checked to see if some human was nearby. Hey, this one, there are their hidden secrets. I didn't know cats also have some tactics. Magic.
Call me dumb, yeah, but I don't understand how this works. So this is below, and there's buildings and houses, then there's a bridge. And on this bridge, there's buildings and houses on top. So are the buildings built on the bridge?
The mud flood, many say, was a deliberate attempt to wipe out Tartaria from history, hiding their advanced technology and knowledge. During the early 19th century, strange events were reported worldwide. Cities were being dug out from layers of mud and debris. Buildings were being revealed that were covered to their rooftops in mud. A global cataclysmic event buried entire civilizations, erasing them from history. But here is where it gets rather unsettling. The Tartarian Empire, an empire often depicted in old maps, was an advanced civilization that existed across Europe and Asia. They built architectural marvels, had access to advanced technology, and were able to harness energy from the atmos.
Who were the Tartarians? The official history is hiding a major world power which existed as late as the 19th century. Tartary was a country with its own flag, its own government, and its own place on the map. Its territory covered most of the modern world we know today, yet somehow it was ever so quietly incorporated into Russia and some other countries.
Crazy stuff, my friends. Crazy, crazy stuff. Look at that thing there glowing in the sky at night. Oh my god. Looks like it is moving in extremely high speeds. What could this be? Some glowing UFO or some star that decided, to visit their friends nearby. This is crazy. But not as crazy as this, my friends. In other places, something that looked like a piece of stick was seen in the clouds moving at extremely high speeds. This looks like a witch broom. What's going on there? Hey, wow. sky. These things, my friends, they are visible. People have been seeing them. You see, it's hard to know what controls these things. If they are made by people, if they are people, what are they? Oh, this one, my friends, I can't believe. Oh, it's unbelievable. Look, no. This is quite unreal. Hey, hey, my God, these people, I thought you guys did not have witchcraft. What are we seeing here? What's going on? Pieces of metals just floating in the sky. Some of them even don't have shape. I'm surprised. How can something like that seriously be flying? Good people of Earth is even able to stand still in mid-air. Unless these are the
If the Bible was something that was just made up by man, why would it go against all the man-made desires? Think about it.
All right, look. See, look, y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not them little ones because my little mirror thing scratched up. I know you see those right there, floating. Oh my, bruh, this every day out here, or every night, but still, look at that. Bruh, this really in Miami. I'm not playing. Look, the airport is right over here. That's the airport. You know what I mean? They always got little lights and stuff. You know, it's probably airplanes. But over here, this ain't the airport. Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime. It's crazy. Look, ain't no other clouds in the sky. But right over here, look at them. And look at those lights. Bruh, y'all could, hey. Oh wait, it's a couple clouds right here. But look, they just froze.
Oh my God. I just remote viewed and I'm going to share with you what I saw for the world coming up. And it's not really a prediction, more like I actually went there as if it already happened. So that makes it even more likely that it's actually going to play out and happen in this timeline. So I stand by my prediction from before that Trump is going to win, or MAGA is going to win, which I know is not a political party, but they are going to win because I went to the Akashic Records, which is the book of everything we've ever done, everything you've ever said, everything that's going to happen, past, present, future, past lives. And it was in there that he was going to win. And the idea of Make America Great Again was in the Akashic Records. So it is 100% true. And then after all the craziness is done, we are going to have world peace. So I'm glad you stayed to the end of this video because now you know we're going to have world peace at the end of all of this craziness.
Interesting, man. What is straff? This thing was seen flying in the sky there, and it had these writings on top of it.
Michael Jackson, as he was my friend in 1997, gave me all these free tickets to go to his show.
Michael, say hello to TikTok! Look, guys, I got the ticket that he gave me!
He gave me and my friends all tickets to go to his show in 1997. As you can tell right there, it says 1997. They have still the seal on them and everything. Let me show you a conversation I had with him on the phone. Guys, it's 2006. Let me call Michael Jackson.
Hello?
My brother from another mother. This is Michael, right?
It's Michael Jackson.
Hey, what's up, man? What are you doing?
Give him hot milk.
Guess what I'm doing? I have some cookies in the oven.
How do you like the smell? Is it good?
Damn right, damn right. But I didn't follow the instructions on the back of the box of the cookies, so I don't know if they're going to come out exactly the way they...
Just because it's in print doesn't mean it's the gospel.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, I'm going to eat those cookies in bed, but those damn cats, man, I got to keep them off the bed.
What's wrong with sharing your bed?
Well, you know what it is they get on the bed, they're not there to cuddle with me. They want my cookies.
Of course.
Yeah, so... Hey, Michael, I always wanted to ask you something. When you're on stage, has it ever been to a point where you needed to use a restroom really bad while you were up there?
One time I asked to use the restroom, and it stunk so bad. There was doo-doo feces thrown all over the walls.
Damn, that's rough, bro. Hey, who's your favorite artist to share the stage with?
Brooke Shields, Diana Ross, Manuel Lewis, and Bubbles.
No kidding. Have you talked to Macaulay Culkin?
No.
He's super cool, bro. After he's not doing many movies these days, but he's just kind of chilling in the background. Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to call you back, okay? Let me call you back.
Я абсолютно одна дома. Этот человек стоит неподвижно уже час. Он не шевелится и не разговаривает. Я не знаю, вызывать ли полицию или что мне делать.
My friends, let someone help us to explain this. You see, go to October in the year 1582. Back then, before none of you guys watching was born. You see, or were you born, my friend? Back in 1582. I don't even think they had plans for you. But let's see what happened in that year, October. What's up? Did they just skip 11 days or was it a glitch in the matrix? They skipped 11 days.
Oh. Let me ask you a question today, and I really want you to think about it. Let's say, hypothetically, you got into some financial trouble, and your very favorite possession you had to go and pawn. Now, while your item is in that pawn shop, no matter how bad you want it, you have no access to it. It's locked up. But let's also say I see you and I love you. So I go down to the pawn shop and pay off the debt for you. I drive straight over to your house and I tell you, hey, I love you so much, I went and paid that debt for you. You now have access to the thing you want. But here's the question. How ridiculous would it be if every day after that, you showed up at my door begging me to give you your thing back? Kelly, you said you bought and paid for it. Can I have it? Will you give it to me? Kelly, please, I really want my thing. Can I have it? Please give it to me. Can I have it? Can I have it? I mean, that's ridiculous, right? At some point, I would have to say to you, it's already been bought and paid for. You don't have to beg me for it. Just go get it. Look, you and I can agree that's completely ridiculous, right? But that's what we do to God every single day. Please understand there's only two things that God will never do. What he's already done and what he asked you to do. And you see, that's the problem. We are so easy to forget what he's already done. So let me remind you today. You see, when Jesus went to the cross, he didn't just pay for your salvation. In fact, the word for salvation in the New Testament is sozo, which means saved, healed, and delivered. It means all three. When you're reading the New Testament and you see the word healed, sozo, you see the word salvation, sozo, you see the word delivered, sozo. What that means is that they are all three connected as one. You can't have the saving without the healing, and you can't have the healing without the deliverance. So to break that down even further, what that means for you is, when Jesus went to the cross, he didn't just pay for your salvation. He paid for your deliverance, your healing, your marriage, your finances, your kids, your job, your everything. And since it's already been bought and paid for, you don't have to beg God for anything. You see, one of the greatest revelations I've ever had in my entire life was I don't have to beg God for what I need. All I have to do is thank him for it. You see, the real question is, are you a beggar or a believer? And there's a really easy test you can take to find out which one is you. Let me hear you pray. A beggar prayer and a believer prayer sound very different. A beggar prayer sounds like this. God, if you could, please heal Jimmy. God, if it be in your will, we need help with our finances this month. God, please, if you would. If you can, please. But a believer's prayer sounds like this. Father, I thank you 2,000 years ago you paid for Jimmy's healing on the cross. We receive it today in Jesus' name. Father, I thank you that all my needs are provided because your word says that you are my provider and you will meet all my needs. Father, I thank you that we have more than enough, not only for what we need, but so we can be a blessing to others. Did you see the difference? If you will remove the word please from your prayers and change it to thank you, oh, son, your prayer life's about to level up. Yeah, wait a minute, Kelly. Now, I'm not going to not say please. That's rude. Okay. I hear what you're saying, but hear what I'm saying. When I say thank you, it implies the please was already there. I'm honoring God by saying thank you because he told me to speak in faith. And when I thank him for what he's done, even though I don't see it yet, that is me exercising faith. I'm saying, God, this is what I believe about you. Yeah, I don't see it in my life yet, but I know who you are. And I know what you bought and paid for me. You see, I have a 9-year-old son named Jax at home. And every day he and his friends will run through my house and just beg me for snacks. Dad, can we have some cookies? Can we have a Capri Sun? Can we have this? Can we have that? These kids be wearing me out. But then I also have a daughter who's 20 years old. And I can't even tell you how many times I've come home and her friends will have every stick of food I've ever bought in my life out on the counter making brownies, lasagnas, whatever. And she didn't ask me at all. So what's the difference? My daughter has a revelation of who her father is. And if my father bought it and it's in my pantry and I have access to it, I don't have to beg him for it. I don't have to go and say, please. I just go and get it. And I tell him, thank you, because I know how much he loves me. You see, for some of you to move from beggar to believer, you need a better understanding of who your father is. Because the truth is, your father loves you more than anything. And he gave his son as the ultimate sacrifice so that you would never have a single need ever for the rest of your life. So let me encourage you today. Do an evaluation of yourself. Listen to the words when you pray. Are you a beggar or are you a believer? Stop begging God for what he already bought and paid for you. Change the word please to thank you in your prayers and watch how God starts to move in you. And think about that for a minute.
Sister, question for you. What's the difference between a sister and a nun? Also, why are you a sister? Great question. So, sisters live an active life. They'll be out in the world working in schools, in hospitals, with those who are poor, with the elderly. They're doing some kind of apostolic work amongst people. Hence why I can be on TikTok telling you guys about it, because I am a sister, an active religious, as opposed to a nun whose vocation is to pray for the world. So a nun remains in her convent. She has a simple life of prayer and work with her sisters, and that balance gives her the graces that she needs to fulfill her vocation to pray for the world. I have a sister who's actually a cloistered nun, and I write to her sometimes, and it's such a beautiful friendship, you guys. I've never met her in person, but her writing me, knowing my knowing that she's praying for me, oh my gosh, guys, that's so powerful. And then an answer to a second question: why are you a sister? Well, it's quite simple. The only person who was making me happy was Jesus, and I was like, you know what, if giving Jesus a little bit of my life makes me happy, let me try giving him all of my life. And I tried it, and it worked, and I'm never going back.
So me and Harry saw an experiment online. You put a sparkler through a potato, light it, and then the sparkler is supposed to light up the potato when it gets there and then still come out the other end. So we thought we'd give it a go just to see whether it works or not, because a lot of things you see online never work, do they? No. Let's have a look then. So it's nearly there. It's nearly there. Oh my god, it is like the sun. It's like a volcano. Oh my god, it's actually worked. So it's going all, you can see where it is in the potato. Some sparks coming out the other end. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. Sounds like we're giving birth here. Yes, it's a boy. It worked. Oh, brilliant. Oh my god, it actually worked. I can't believe it. These things never normally work for us. So if you want to try it with your kids, definitely do.